This is the NBA on Sirius XM.
Full steam out of the backcourt, all the way to the rim for a thunderous slam.
Every game, all season long, through the NBA Finals.
Drives, he jump stops, he's off balance, he put it up and in. I don't know how.
Your home for hoops is Sirius XM Radio. Now, let's take you courtside for the game.
The Raptors starting lineup is brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Unhibernate, redefine winter fun with Subaru's all-weather capability. Visit your local Subaru dealer and welcome to uncommon winter confidence. And so for the Raptors tonight, to go with quickly, Gary Trent Jr., Barrett, Barnes, and Pirtle. And the Hornets will counter with Black, Miller, Martin, Bridges, and Richards. A lengthy injury list for the Hornets, including Kyle Lowry, not with the team, waiting for reassignment with the trade deadline as it hits tomorrow afternoon. And on that respect, a couple of trades, according to sources. Celtics acquiring Tillman from the Grizzlies. The Wolves adding Morris from the Pistons. The Jazz trading Fontecchio to Detroit as well. Let's bring in Josh Lewenberg. So the night before, Josh, what are your Raptor thoughts in terms of what happens at the trade deadline?
Well, it should be an interesting 20 hours or so coming up, Jim. And this is always a stressful time for players and coaches, the pre-deadline period. And unfortunately for the Raptors, it seems like the pre-deadline period has been a while now, right? Like the rumors have been swirling for the last 2 months, and smoke turned to fire when, of course, Anunoby was dealt and then Siakam after that. So the Raptors have gotten their heavy lifting done early. But with that said, Masai Ujiri made it pretty clear that they're not done dealing, and by all accounts it sounds like the Raptors are open for business. So yeah, I can tell you there are a lot of guys on this team, both players and coaches, who are looking forward to 3:01 p.m. tomorrow, just in terms of getting that clarity, knowing who's going to stay, who's going to go, and what this team is going to look like for the rest of the season. But with all of that being said, there is a game to play tonight, so if they're able to kind of put the rumors and the noise at the back of their mind and prevent this from being a distraction tonight, there is an opportunity here. Not many teams below them in the standings, just 5 of them, but this Charlotte team is one, and they're banged up as well. So we'll see if the Raptors can avoid distraction and bounce back tonight.
Thanks, Josh. We look forward to the conversation at halftime, and Warren Ward will join us then. In terms of Charlotte, they're 10-39, 5-20 on home court, coming off a 124-118 loss Monday night to the Lakers. They're on an 8-game skid, 1-9 their last 10. Let's go over to Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. And Jonesy, I say this many times, but it's very true here. Opportunity knocks.
Yeah, sure does, Jim. And let's hope if you're the Raptors, you can get through it. Listen, there's a lot being made of tomorrow as trade deadline day. And I think that's more for the people that can see the finish line or are closer to the finish line. You know, Boston's move today to get Tillman. They got a third big in case of injury to Porzingis or to Horford. I mean, for those teams, it's more pressing because you can't waste this climb up the mountain. A team like the Raptors, a team like Charlotte, you have another trade deadline day, and that's draft day in June, because that's when free agent status is more crystallized. That second round pick actually has a number on it. It's actually attached to a guy who you've had in your facility and worked out. So while a lot's being made for, 3 o'clock tomorrow, and rightfully so, but to me that concerns more of in the immediate Milwaukee, Boston, Phoenix, the Clippers, people that Denver, Javon, to me, they're closer to the finish line. That doesn't mean the Raptors can't make a deal that will help them later, but it's more immediate for those teams.
Yeah, for those teams, but we also have to remember that the Raptors made their big moves, a couple weeks ago by moving OG, by moving Pascal. So those big moves that will ruffle the feathers and create a little bit more excitement has already passed. But the reality is, this game in front of them tonight, I'm not going to sit here and lie to anybody and say, this is one of the ones where everybody's going out there and they're going to compete hard and they're going to be excited, and, they're coming off a 38-point game loss to New Orleans, and to give better effort, you've got to, everybody not named R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Scotty Barnes, they may not be here tomorrow, right? So there is that reality. And Coaching, front office knows the assets that they do have that they gained in trade deadline and or young players or assets there. So I think you get through tonight. And to your point, yeah, some of those other teams at the top of the league and are competing for a championship, it's bigger for them in terms of, hey, we're bolstering our roster in terms of competing and getting better to get closer to that Larry O.B. So, for the Raptors, big moves have been done. Tonight, just about getting through it.
Well, let's see what they get through it with tonight. Starting lineup for the Raptors, R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes. Congratulations to Scotty for getting through it all and being named an All-Star. We had always said this. He had All-Star numbers. He was playing at an All-Star level with All-Star caliber game. The Raptors' record was the biggest thing encumbering him and not allowing him to get to the team. An injury happens, and here he is. So congratulations to Scotty Barnes. Raptors will trot out the rest of the usual suspects with Quickly, Pirtle, and Gary Trent Jr. And the Raptors starting lineup, of course, as always, is brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Unhibernate, redefine winter fun with Subaru all-weather capability. Visit your local Subaru dealer and welcome to uncommon winter confidence. Winter hasn't been too bad up here. The front lawns come back in February. It's a little brown, but I'm good with it.
It has been smooth sailing. Don't jinx it. My only concern is if it continues like this, does this roll over into spring? Does this roll over into summer? It's great now.
Yeah, don't give me that cold stuff in May.
I don't want to see this. I don't want this in May, June, right?
Yeah, don't
now. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now let's see if the Raptors can
Mother Nature, don't tease me now.
Appreciate what's going on in the Crescent City tonight as they take on the Hornets. Are we set to get the starting lineups for the Hornets? There you have the Hornets, and they've got some rumors swirling around them too, Javon, when you think about Bridges and what might be going on. He's been linked to Phoenix. It's silly season.
I've seen that. I've heard that.
I don't think it's a fit.
I don't think that makes Phoenix better.
No.
They need a point guard.
Yeah.
Right? They have three jump shooters, three prolific scorers. Beal, KD, Booker, all jump shooters. The other night I seen Booker get picked up by Cameron Payne and got an 8-second call. Right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be your primary guard. I'm not taking anything away from him, but for him to handle the basketball and get those guys involved and, manage the game, it's also a big reason why they've been one of the worst fourth-quarter teams in the league. You have three guys, get them in position to score the basketball and play to their strengths. Talented group. I think they still have a lot of potential. If they get a point guard, a veteran point guard with some experience.
Hello, Kyle Lowry.
Hello. Hello now.
Now, I will say this. Because of the current CBA and the way the restrictions are now in place with the second apron and stuff, it's going to be tough.
Especially for those big spending teams.
Yeah, for those guys to get there. So let's see what the Raptors have tonight. Their old friend Kyle Lowry not in the lineup tonight. Still waiting, as we heard, reassignment. Raptors will wear the traveling black uniforms tonight with the Jumpman logo on the left breast. And Charlotte will wear the familiar white with teal and pinstriping. Scott Foster, Carl Lane. Come on now, Javon. I didn't even get to the third dude yet, and you're laughing.
Scott Foster.
5 second Foster, as he is often referred to in Toronto. Scott Foster.
Let's
Carl
play
Lane,
ball. Let's play ball.
and Nate Green. In the words of our guy Mason, you're a Michigan man. Let's play some basketball. Charlotte wins the tip, and they will come front court in the Spectrum Center from left to right. Leaky Black's pass into the corner, knocked away by R.J. Barrett. Good closeout, Barrett. And Trent right there.
Deflections is always good when you start with a basket, but on the defensive end, when you start with deflections, guys are active hands.
Charlotte inbounds the ball. Nick Richards gets it back to Martin. Dangerous. He drives and lays it in. Cody Martin gives Charlotte a 2-0 lead.
Big time concentration by Cody Martin there, using his backside to shoot himself. Pirtle trailing the play. Missed the ball, but great job.
Pirtle out top. Gets it to Quickly, near side, down on the box to Barnes. Scotty backs in, they swing it. Gary Trent, drive in the lane, floats it up. No good, rebound, Martin. 2-0 Charlotte, they come front court, left to right in the white uniforms. Miller to Martin, swing it near corner. Bridges down the baseline, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled by R.J. Barrett. And you can appreciate this, Javon, as a former Big Ten athlete. Is there ever more, when you think of programs and guys, is there ever a better match than Miles Bridges and Michigan State? Like, if he wasn't playing basketball, he would be playing football.
Football. And it's funny because I went to Michigan this past weekend to watch and got to catch up with.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm down on you. You couldn't, as they say in Jamaica, you couldn't brush my door. You couldn't come by and.
It was a quick one. Woke up in the morning. I said, okay, I'm going to take my nephew out there and just give him the experience. And got to meet Jalen Rose and Juwan Howard. They, great guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Michigan is struggling this year.
4-0. The free throws go down for Bridges, and back comes Gary Trent. Drops one. Near side in the bottom of the well. Cut the lead to 4-3. Bridges up top, open three, knocks it down. Raptors got bent out of shape, and Charlotte goes up 7-3.
Yeah, miscommunication on defense, and the late closeout on Bridges, who's shooting 36% from the three-point line, knocks that one down.
Barrett into the lane, floats it up, no good. Contested by Nick Richards, who grabs the rebound.
Couple chippies for Toronto early that they've missed. Gary Trent Jr. getting to the rim, RJ just rimming it out.
Miller, jumper straight away up top. Charlotte out to a quick lead, 9-3. 10:05 to go, first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. Pirtle down low, far block, right side. Kicks it out to Quickly into the far corner, gives him a screen. Quickly, step back, long two, no good. Rebound, Leaky Black. 9-3 Charlotte, 9:45 first quarter. Brandon Miller, front court. Gets it to Black. On the bounce, now far side. Martin raises up for a three and knocks it down right in the face of Quickly. And Darko says, that's enough, boys. Timeout, 12-3 Charlotte, 9:33 first quarter. Javon, Charlotte's come out swinging.
They've come out swinging and 4 for 4. They haven't missed a shot. But the thing is for the Raptors right now is that Charlotte's moving the basketball just way too easy where they want it and getting it to the points that they want for those easy shots, right? The first possession, I thought the Raptors did a great job just getting deflections, hand on the basketball. But we haven't seen that since. And Charlotte knocking down shots right now.
Let's take a break. 9:33 first quarter. Hornets by 9, 12-3. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Scotiabank helps you put money back in your pocket so you can do more of what makes you, you. From now until February 29th only, you can be rewarded with up to $550 when you open a banking package along with a TFSA or RRSP at Scotiabank. Now that's rewarding. To qualify, certain conditions must be met. Get details at scotiabank.com/welcome offer. Scotiabank, you're richer than you think.
How to fix broken furnace. What's a heat exchanger?
You might not know how to fix a furnace, but we do. We're Reliance Home Comfort, and if you need a new one, ask us about our next-day installation guarantee. Plus, save $500 on a featured furnace and make no monthly payments and pay no interest until 2025. So if you need help now,
Call our Reliance.
Financing OAC. Interest accrues 12 months after installation. Conditions apply. See website for details.
Save the date. On February 14th, Lotto 649 Super Draw is back with 20 guaranteed prizes of $50,000, plus the classic $5 million jackpot and the growing Gold Ball jackpot. You could find your possible. It's all happening on February 14th. So get your tickets for the Lotto 649 Super Draw, because with so many guaranteed prizes, somebody's gonna win. It could be you.
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
The Bugs, the Hornets, leading the Raptors 12-3, 9:33 to go first quarter. Thanks for letting us ride along with you tonight. February 7th, a week till Valentine's Day. All you guys out there, start thinking. Could be that time. Get it done. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard. You'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg at recess time, at the break. Owen Hall, our producer, and Cameron Moore, our technical producer behind the glass. Raptor ball, front court, moving right to left, down by 9, 12-3 in the black uniforms. Quickly, 3 up top, no good. Rebound, Nick Richards. Outlet, Brandon Miller. Front court on the bounce. Miller, deep 3, no good. Rebound, Scotty Barnes. Scotty donning the headband as he brings it front court. Lobs to Pirtle underneath, floats it up, no good. Under duress, here comes Charlotte. Martin kicks it to Bridges. 3 in the air, got it. 15-3. The Raptors have dug themselves a hole by spotting Charlotte. 12 points. Barnes drives in the lane, floats it up, blocked by Richards, but it's a goaltend. And that'll give Toronto a couple of points, get them on the board, and hopefully give them a jump start, Javon.
Well, the difference in this attack that you've seen with Scotty here, the aggression that he's going with, right? Not afraid of the contact and throwing his body. Now you get rewarded. You pick up either a goaltender or a foul, then, at this point you get 2 points.
Front court, Bridges, up top, Martin. Shot fake, drive, stop, fall away, jumper, good. Cody Martin makes it 17-5. Charlotte on a heater right now. 6 of 7 from the floor. Barnes up top, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Trent. 3 in the sky, down the bottom of the well for GTJ.
Good movement off of the ball by GTJ there, filling up as Scotty's attacking the basket. Great delivery on the pass into the shooting pocket.
Relocate, baby, 17-8.
Simple basketball, grade school basketball.
Yep. We're 9-point lead for Charlotte, 7:40. First quarter, Richards in the lane, has it knocked away. Here comes Trent. Front court, gets it to Barnes. Scotty floats it up to Pirtle. He kicks it into the near corners, deflected out of bounds by Leaky Black. And it'll stay with the Raptors. Inbounding near side, sideline left. 7:29 first quarter, 17-8. Charlotte by 9. I was going to say the Raptors only have 1 rebound, but Charlotte's only missed 1 shot. Barnes on the box. Now backs out, far side. Behind the back, now backs in on Bridges. backs him down. Old man had a great look on the little jump hook, and it rolled tantalizingly off the edge of the iron. Here comes Charlotte back. Bridges into the corner. Finds Black. Drive. Floated up. No good. But the foul on RJ. And that'll send Leaky Black to the line for two.
And RJ can't allow that to happen there. You have Leaky Black in the corner, and you're stronger, you're longer. At that point, you gotta keep him there. He can't turn that corner. Use that baseline as another defender, right? And force him out there, get him out of bounds. But for him to turn that corner and pick up that foul, just lack of attention to detail there as he's closing out. Just giving him a little bit too much space to work with on that tightrope.
17-8 Raptors, and Leaky Black looks like he's dealing with a contact issue. He is trying to get it back in his left eye. Somebody holding up a little mirror. And
Leaky Black, his wiry frame, you underestimate how tall he actually is. 6'7".
Yeah.
But at 205.
6'7" and dance in the shower to get wet.
The rookie out of Carolina.
Let's take a break. 17-8, timeout on the floor. 7:01 first quarter. Charlotte leading Toronto by 9. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Unhibernate. Verb. To laugh in the face of snow because you drive a Subaru. As in, when I unhibernate, I have the roads all to myself because my Subaru has symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and others don't. Or, the award-winning safety in my Subaru means I can unhibernate all winter while my neighbors stare longingly from their bedroom windows. Or my favorite usage. I am going to unhibernate this winter by visiting my local Subaru dealer today. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2-for-1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium one-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
17-8. Charlotte leading Toronto. 7:01 to go. First quarter. Leaky Black was having issues with his contacts. It's amazing how little things like that make a huge difference. Nobody wears the big goggles anymore.
No.
That's a fashion faux pas. Can't do that.
You got to have swag, Jonesy.
Oh, that's true. Our
does, yes.
Our guys behind the glass, Cam and Owen saying Scoot, yeah. But he's rare, right? Everybody's got to look too good to
But
be wearing those.
He might need to go to the contacts, though, because He's been struggling. He started out the season struggling.
Leaky might have put the contacts back in. That first free throw is 15 feet away. He shot that about 14 and a half. It just barely touched the iron. Second one rattles in. 18-8. Charlotte by 10. We go inside 7 minutes. First quarter. Quickly brings it front court. Charlotte playing the zone. IQ into the lane. The floater up and in. Nice job. They let him get into the middle of the teeth of the zone, Javon, and lights out.
He took it, right? The hesitation to soften the defense up and got Martin back retreating, and then he just attacked the middle there. Great job, great patience.
Offensive foul on Charlotte away from the ball.
And you can attack this Charlotte team, right? This is the worst defensive rated team in the league. And with that said, right, they're not going to be as aggressive. They don't get many deflections. They're not turning you over. So exactly how Emmanuel quickly just attacked that defense right there, just being patient, using his change of speed, and it's just exploding to the basket.
18-10, Charlotte, 6:25, first quarter. Barnes to Pirtle, a pass behind him, rolls away, picked up by Quickly. IQ, far corner. Kicks it up top to Trent. Takes his eye off it, loses it. Shot clock at 1. Gotta go. Step back. 3. Good. Oh, Gary brings rain. Shot that one from Greensboro and dropped it in the bottom of the well.
Oh, Gary's saying, let's rock. 9 points from 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
What's the record in this place? Martin, 3 up top, no good, but fouled, and it looks like he's going to get 3 free throws. Man, Gary turned water into wine there on that shot, man. He was... And Miller knew it, too. Miller was on him knowing the shot clock was running down.
Is it water into wine or garbage into gold? Which one do you want to go with?
I don't know. It depends if you're a drinker or not. I'll always take the gold, though.
I'm taking the gold. It's going to appreciate.
Always take the gold, man.
But you know what? I'll say this. For Gary
Show
Stark,
me the money.
Show me the money. For Gary Stark, as much as, there's been rumors and a lot of things swirling around and trade deadline tomorrow, for him to come out and have this sort of start, this shows a lot of mental toughness.
Yeah,
mental
focus.
Grit,
yeah.
Right? Sometimes that's underestimated.
Yeah. It's a difficult time if you're a player and your name is out there. I mean, we've been on the plane and guys have walked by us and said, hey, you hear anything about me? I'm like, well, you're still here, so don't worry.
Well, you think about it.
RJ in the lane, gets it up and in, takes the bump. Great patience, as Javon told you. The shot fake, getting the defender airborne. It was Nick Richards. And RJ going to go to the line with a coupon in his pocket for one more.
Well, and a smart play by RJ, right? The left to right crossover, and he wants to get to that left hand. Didn't have a clear path. Get the defense up in the air, bump it off, absorb the contact, and concentration on the finish. You get the and one.
Well, Barrett's got 3. He's on the board. Raptors have cut the lead to 20-16. It was once 12. Back comes Charlotte. Jumper up and down. 22-16. Barrett steps back. 3, back rim, no good. Rebound, P.J. Washington to Ish Smith. Far side, left wing. Charlotte and White coming left to right. Washington tries to get it to Smith, who runs it down. Smith to Washington, near side. Drives into the lane. Floats it up, no good. Rebound to Pirtle. Outlet quickly. Here come the Raptors. Down 22-16. IQ up top. Gets it to Barnes. Scotty down low. Barrett turns, squares on Ish Smith. Oh, he's going to ring the bell. Try to take him to school. Passes out. Quickly's 3 is in the bottom of the well. What a great look by RJ. The double comes, Javon. It's often diagonal opposite side, and RJ found it.
Well, great timing as well, right? Because Brandon Miller was rotating over to one pass out. RJ recognizes that and just zips it over to IQ on the 45.
So the Raptors 3-ball by Quickly cuts it to 22-19. Problem is they take a foul at the other end, and it'll go on Pirtle. Bear wrestling with Nick Richards down low. Bruce Brown into the ball game.
Bruce Brown, another one. There's been a lot of whispers about Bruce Brown and, potentially the Raptors potentially getting a first-round pick for Bruce. Then you got to evaluate, is it worth it?
Well, do you want another young guy? Do you want to tie up more money on development? This depends. P.J. Washington drives to the hoop, lays it in with the left hand, far side. 24-19 Hornets. 4:15 first quarter. Barrett into the lane. Tries to find Brown. Right idea. The pass a little bit too hard. Out of bounds. It'll go to Charlotte.
And you can see on this action here, they're usually running RJ off of the left side of the court for those pin downs, and he attacks the basket. He's on the right side of the court. He's on the left side now, getting to his right hand off the pin down, and when he's going to his right hand, he's looking to pass a bit more. Bruce Brown, they just mishandled the pass on the baseline, but a good job cutting behind the defense.
24-19 Charlotte. 4 minutes, first quarter. Up top, Miller. Washington. Over to Bryce McGowan's deep three, no good. Rebound quickly. Thad Young into the ball game, as is Schroeder. Quickly up top. Kicks it to Brown, far side, left hand into the lane. McGowan's fighting him and riding him the whole way, and Bruce gets to the bucket. I think they're going to call the foul on the floor, though, so it'll be side out of bounds, Toronto.
That's the vet moving. And Bruce Brown, McGowan gets his hand in there, and Bruce Brown turned that corner. He kind of stuck it there, kind of got it on his hip, got the ref's attention with it.
Ref, look, his hand, look.
Winning plays.
Look. Quickly up top, 24-19 Charlotte, 3:35 first quarter. Step back, 16-footer, no good. Thad Young can't squeeze the rebound. McGowan's does. Here comes Charlotte. Miles Bridges on the bounce, drives near side, behind the back pass. PJ Washington, three, no good. Long rebound, goes to Schroeder. Quick hit ahead. Barrett ahead of the pack, has a shot blocked by Miller. Ran him down and made the block. Miller back, deep three, good. Brandon Miller, both ends, makes it 27-19 Charlotte.
That's a really good sequence for Brandon Miller, right? The chase down block. Schroeder advances the basketball, and he blocks R.J. Barrett in transition, comes back the other way. And obviously Charlotte has a 5-on-4 advantage. Trailing at the top of the key, walk-in three.
Grady Dick will check in. Quickly will check out. 27-19 Charlotte, 2:50 to go first quarter. Barrett near side to Thad Young, kicks it to Bruce Brown, drives baseline far side, floater up and in. Bruce Brown, the Miami Hurricane, floats it up and down. 27-21 Charlotte. Washington to Bridges, near side. On the bounce, drives left wing. Gets to his left hand now, kicks it out to Ish Smith near center. Smith on the drive, gets to the hoop, kicks it into the corner. McGowan's three, no good. Rebound Schroeder. Raptors dodge a bullet, trail by 6, coming front court right to left. Thad Young straight away in the black 21. Gets it to Schroeder, left hand to the middle, to Barrett, near side, above the arc, left wing. Says, get out of the way, I'm going to work on Ish Smith, who knocks it out of bounds as RJ tried to back him down. Leaky Black back into the ballgame. Raptors shooting 47%, but Charlotte 9 of 14 at 64%. Front court, Toronto inbound. Thad Young to Grady Dick. Back to Young, now to Barnes. Double team comes, and the Raptors let the shot clock run down. Nobody aware, Javon. No audible signal, butter, hot soup, go, 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 fire, fire. And the Raptors turn it over on the shot clock violation. They all kind of look stunned. Up top, PJ Washington gets it to Bridges down low, got the post up on Schroeder on the switch, and he floated it home.
Yeah, peak position there, and didn't have to go much further on his cut. The switch between Scotty Barnes and Dennis Schroeder.
29-21. Schroeder to Thad Young, back to Schroeder, turns the corner, bumped by Ish Smith as Dennis found another gear, and he will draw the foul and get up and step slowly toward the free throw line. 1:23 first quarter, 29-21, Charlotte by 8, Schroeder on the line.
You still get something positive out of this play. Didn't get Thad Young on the post up on Ish Smith, but once that ball was in the post, you had Dennis Schroeder cutting off the baseline side, and Ish Smith was late.
Schroeder first free throw, no good. Dips, fires the second one, and rattles it down. 29-22, Charlotte, 1:18 first quarter. Washington near side between the elbow and the arc, right wing. Puts it on the ground one time, finds Bryce McGowens. Kicks it to Bridges. 3-ball, a deep one, far side, got it. Man, where did this three-point shooting come from? He did not do this when he first came into the league.
He didn't, but I'm telling you, Monday night against the Lakers, he had a 41-point game. Yep. So there's something there. He can put that ball in the hole.
Barnes turns, jump hook in the lane over Black, no good. Black runs it front court, drives on Bruce Brown, got it up on the glass. Scotty blocked it off the glass, so it's going to be a goaltend. Gives Charlotte a 12-point lead, 34-22.
Leaky Man got away with the offensive foul there. Extended that arm into Scotty Barnes' chest there as he was making his way up the court.
Charlotte by 12. 35 seconds, first quarter. Barnes, deep, 3, good. Down the bottom of the well for Scotty. Raptors ripping the cords from 3. They are 5 of 7, but still trail 34-25. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Shot clock at 13. Charlotte front court in the white. Left to right. P.J. Washington between the circles. Gets it to Bridges. Back to Washington, far side. Got a step, gets into the lane, floats it up, no good, but they got the foul called. The gamble there, Javon. Just, you got them down 9 on the shot clock. They're kind of panicking. You know, you kind of reach for the ball if you're Toronto, and now they go past you, and your defense is compromised.
Yeah, you're making, get a bit too anxious. Bruce Brown just X's out with Thad Young, but a bit too aggressive, like you say, and gets himself out of the play. And now, P.J. Washington has that straight line drive to the basket, and you make a last-minute ditch, picking up that foul. The X out was the right action there, right? Because you have Thad Young now going to the baseline.
And for our listeners, that's a defensive term in terms of one guy goes back, the other guy crosses his path going up, or vice versa. That's the X.
Right.
36-25. Bruce Brown trying to get it back, driving, and is fouled. And with 4.1 to go, the veteran said, all right, I heard you, Javon, on the X out. A little over aggressive, but watch me get it back. Watch me get it back.
Watch me work.
So Brown will go to the line. And I'm on record. If they keep this guy, I got no problem with it.
And it's funny because I was about to say something similar. You watch him play, and he just plays with this positive spirit, this enthusiasm. Even when he got here, the first questions were, are you going to be on the move? Or if Masai decides to move you and so forth. He said, listen, if I'm here, I'm going to play. That stuff is for the front office to deal with. Yep. And he's just out there enjoying playing and appreciating the game.
Hey, the first night he didn't know any names and he got 15 points. Ish Smith hustles it front court. Floater, no good. That's how quick this guy is. There was less than 4 seconds to go. He got the ball, weaved through traffic, and got all the way into the lane at the other end.
Speaking of quick, Charlotte got off to a quick start. Raptors got some work to do in the second quarter here, chipping away at this thing.
36 points for the Bugs in the first 12 minutes. First quarter in the books, 36-27 Charlotte. Second quarter, when we come back, you're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
At LG Home Comfort, we make comfortable affordable. In addition to great deals on heat pumps, furnaces, ACs, water heaters, softeners, and purifiers, LG Home Comfort is Canadian-owned and operated and focuses on exceptional service with expert installation by our trained technicians. LG Home Comfort will make sure you cash in on every rebate and finance option you're eligible for. Call us today to book a free in-home consultation or visit lghomecomfort.ca.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Hey, Raptor fans. What's better than the team winning on the court? A A win for the kids and a win for you. When you play the MLSE Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you help communities get kids and youth off the sidelines and onto the court. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will you be a winner this season? Only one way to know. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Second quarter ready to start. Second quarter action brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Charlotte 36, Toronto 27. Hornets shooting 67%. Where is the defense, Toronto? Hopefully they can find some. As you said, Javon, they got some work to do in this second quarter.
It's really going to start with, and I mentioned it earlier, the first possession of this game, just getting deflections. You have 10 assists on 12 made baskets for Charlotte. Got to get your hand on the basketball.
Schroeder downhill, kicks it. They swing it. Grady, open three, got it down the bottom of the well. Grady with a challenge bearing down on him, Javon. Puts it up cool as the other side of the pillow and knocks down a triple in the bottom of the well. 36-30. Raptors to within 6.
He finished with 22 the other night, a career high for him, right? Looks like he's still high, still confident to catch and shoot, shot ready.
Ish Smith, elbow jumper, rattles, doesn't go, takes a victory lap. Rebound Toronto. Here comes Bruce Brown in the black, right to left, up the far side. Scotty in the lane, loses his footing, but gets it back in the far corner against Leaky Black. Scotty going to back him down. Kicks to a cutting Thad Young, who missed the layup. Wow, Thad had a great look. Front court comes Ish Smith. Trying to get it to Washington on Grady Dick. Washington backs out, the double forms, cross-court pass, Leaky Black, far side. Inside, Richards, shot fake, lays it up, no good, but fouled. And Nick Richards will go to the line for 2. Raptors did a nice job there, Javon, helping Grady out. Then
yeah, the double came, and you know what I like is on that back side. Now you're playing 4-on-3, and the Raptors did a great job of lining up. It almost looked like a 2-1, zone in a sense on that back side. Now just a little bit undisciplined. The ball gets swung around. Richards shot fake, and Thad Young goes up in the air, puts him to the free throw line.
Richards misses a second free throw. Splitting them makes it 37-30. Charlotte, 10:35 first half. Thad Young into the far corner, and they got an offensive foul on Scotty Barnes trying to set the flare screen. And referee Nate Green says, no, that's not going to work. Grady was in the pocket in the corner. The cross-court skip pass was there, but they got Scotty on the illegal rub.
With Scotty being, as big as he is, like he doesn't have to find players to hit. If he sets those screens wide with his broad shoulders, with his wide stance, he's clipping anybody.
Leaky Black up top. Gets it to Miller. Misses the jumper straight away. Here comes Toronto. Schroeder to Brown. Over to Grady, far side. Back up top, Bruce Brown. 10:05 to go, first half. Raptors down 7. Brown, cross court. Scotty, catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound, Thad Young underneath, kicks it out. Grady down the lane, can't handle it, out of bounds. It'll be Charlotte basketball.
Grady thinking about 2 points.
Yeah.
Got to grab it. Got to secure the basketball first.
Nick Smith Jr. into the ball game for Ish Smith. Hornets bring it front court, left to right in the white uniforms. Richards, Black, McGowan's, Miller, and Washington. Ball knocked out of bounds. There's a collision between Miller and Thad Young. The veteran trying to put the body on the line, but it'll stay with Charlotte. 9:44 first half. The Raptors not really making any inroads. Richards near side, right wing, just inside the arc at the bend. Kicks it cross court. And they got an offensive foul, and it'll go on Richards as Nick Smith Jr. was on the dribble, and they said Nick Richards was moving. So turn it over, give it to Toronto. 37-30. Charlotte with the lead, 9.5 to go. First half. Thad Young with the show and go, and the drive floats it up and in. That's the old man at the park move by Thad Young.
Brick shots. Fake the handoff to Dennis Schroeder on the right side of the floor. Now he's, gets back to his left, and the sky hook.
37-32. Make it 39-32 as the jump hook goes down by Washington. Charlotte by 7, 9 minutes first half. Schroeder in the lane to Thad Young, can't squeeze it. Here comes Miller. Drives, gets to the hoop and jams it down. Bruce Brown reached in. Looked like he jammed that left thumb. He's shaking it, holding it, and on the reach in when he didn't get to Miller, the youngster turned the corner.
But that's twice now that Bruce Brown has gambled, and it's really cost the Raptors. He reaches on the backside of Miller. Scotty's recovering back to the top side, and Brandon Miller just gets downhill and takes off, right? Showing you a bit of that athleticism.
41-32 Charlotte. 8:47 first half. Let's take a break. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Ron is a teacher helping bright minds, but this time he needed help. Alpine Credit sent a cosmic superhero with a debt consolidation loan. She conjured a magic book, Debt Consolidation 101. Lesson 1, consolidate debt into one low monthly payment. Lesson 2, nothing. It's a short book. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Fiscal license 12616.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2-for-1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium one-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
There's no escaping it, whether your business is local, regional, or global. In today's faster-paced and more complex business environment, management and leadership skills are fundamental to success. Business owners must lead their organization, sales managers must lead their sales teams, and sales professionals must lead their clients and prospects. For over 18 years, Train West Management and Consulting has helped business professionals develop, expand, and refine their management and sales skills. If you're deadly serious about improving your skills, go to trainwest.ca.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Raptors trailing Charlotte 41-32, 8:47 to go. First half, and Javon, the Raptors have, it wasn't as bad as the New Orleans game, but they still looks like there's a little bit of a hangover, a little sluggish.
Yeah, I mentioned it before this game, right? Before we started. Yeah, this is one of those games, this wild card game where you're just getting through this game, right? Everybody, they don't know if they're going to be here tomorrow. They don't know what's going to happen, and you just want to get past. But for the Raptors right now, you gotta play for the love of the game. Yeah. That's what you're playing for today. And I'd be lying to you and I'd be misleading you if I told you anything else.
Raptor ball, front court. In the black, they come right to left. Bruce Brown back out there with Schroeder, Barnes, Pirtle, and Trent. Schroeder up top. Open look at a three. Got it down the bottom of the well for Dennis Schroeder.
And Scotty creates that because everybody's looking at Scotty from that cross screen and the post up. Pirtle comes to the high post, and Dennis Schroeder just wide open.
P.J. Washington near side. Gets it to Leaky Black. Cross-court pass, Bridges. Drive, kick to Washington. Steps into a three, no good. Long rebound, Brown. Front court comes Bruce. On the dribble with a Pirtle screen. Kicks it to Trent. Gary, step back, jumper, no good. All Charlotte on the glass. Washington with the rebound. Gets it to Miller, near side right wing. Now to Bridges, down low, posted up. The double comes. Fires it. Cross court from pocket on one side to pocket on the other side. Nick Smith Jr. knocks it down. Charlotte back up 9, 44-35. Pirtle up top between the rings for Toronto. Gets it to Trent, gives him a screen. Gary works right to Pirtle in the lane. Kick it out, they swing it. Schroeder open, look at a three, no good. Looked like he didn't catch that one cleanly, Javon.
Yeah, he didn't get that energy on that shot from his legs up.
Miller drive in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Schroeder. Bruce Brown in the lane. Kick it to Trent. Three in the air, got it. Gary didn't catch that one either. He said, but it's going up.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the well.
And even Gary more decisive on this catch than the last shot we've seen him take, the tough mid-range. Gets it, pops up quick into his jump shot. There you can just see that the transfer of energy.
44-38. Charlotte by 6. 6:40 to go. Raptors fortunate. They are this close and they really have not played well. Pirtle grabs the rebound of the missed shot from Bridges. Front court come the Raptors. Barnes drive, floated up, no good, but he'll get free throws. And you got to know Coach Clifford. He's an old school guy. He's kind of scratching his head right now. I would have put Taddy's money on the line had the Raptors scored there, that Cliff would have called a timeout. But now he's got a chance to call a play. He's looking at his play sheet as Barnes stands on the line. Scotty first free throw up and down.
Well, Dennis Schroeder put the money in Scotty Barnes' hands in transition there. He'd seen that he was matched up with Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith is only 6'3", 185 pounds, right? There's no way he's going to stop this freight train and Scotty Barnes in transition. A great recognition by Dennis Schroeder, getting him to rock, and Scotty just attacking, getting himself to it to strike.
44-40, Charlotte. Raptors squeeze the lead down to 4. Bridges up top against R.J. Barrett. R.J. sitting in his chair right in front of him. Miller on the elbow, near side, now backs out. Got Pirtle on him. They kick it to Bridges, far side. Shot clock running down. It's at 1. I don't think Nick Smith got it off. Doesn't matter. Raptors grab the rebound anyway. The defense standing tall. Schroeder down the far side, right wing. Gets it to Barnes, to Pirtle. Floater in the lane, good. And there's the left-hand wave from Coach Clifford. 44-42. The Raptors have cut it to 2, and Coach Cliff says, stop the train.
That's a great sequence for Scotty and Pirtle on the defensive end. The shot clock got to 5. Emergency switch, and now you have Scotty in the post. Double teams coming from P.J. Washington. Touch pass to Pirtle. Pirtle finishing.
Pirtle power. 5:50 to go, first half. 44-42 Charlotte. Let's take a break. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
A big win and a bigger impact. When you play the MLC Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you support the kids and the future Raptors of tomorrow. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will this season include you? The only way to find out is if you play. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
This is the sound of medicine. When you stay at a Ronald McDonald House, close to your sick child, family is medicine. And right now, it's helping Ryan battle leukemia. We need your help to keep families together. Please donate today at rmhc.ca.
The job market isn't changing. It's already changed. New technologies are creating new jobs and eliminating others. How can you prepare for this new world of work? With the York University School of Continuing Studies program. Our programs are developed with industry experts and enable you to upskill and reskill quickly. You'll also gain access to our career services to help pursue your ambitions. Get hired in fields like accounting, big data, cybersecurity, digital marketing, customer success management, and cloud ops. Learn more at continue.yorku.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Raptors have cut the lead to 2, 44-42, and Javon, they seem to have kind of crawled out of a little bit of the funk that they were in earlier on.
Yeah, they got more aggressive, and especially on the defensive end, you're seeing, guys like Dennis Schroeder blow up screens, get over top of screens. You're seeing Scotty Barnes, double team and, relocate and get back to great rotation. So it was just a matter of time. The team has the capability, has the abilities, and just slowing down some of the offense of Charlotte. And I talked about it earlier as well, how fast the ball was zipping around for Charlotte. As soon as you start getting deflections and, on the shoes, on the laces of the offense, things slow down for this team.
Charlotte front court with a 2-point lead in the white, coming left to right. 5:40 first half. Raptors energized defensively. Bridges double team, cross court pass, dangerous, caught though by McGowans and knocks in a three, or by Nick Smith Jr. and knocks in a three. Wow, that was that close to being picked off by Gary Trent Jr. Instead, Charlotte goes up 47-42. Pirtle gets it to Quickly. On the drive into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound Washington. Up the middle of the court. Into the corner, Bridges back to Washington. Open three, short. Rebound knocked away. Charlotte has it. Bridges to Nick Smith Jr. His three is good. Another one, back to back from the Arkansas Razorback. 50-42, 8-point lead, 6 straight for Charlotte. Barrett, three, got it. RJ in the bottom of the well, far side, right wing, in front of the Charlotte bench. 50-45, Hornets.
Stagger on the left side of the floor, taking all the eyes, all the attention. RJ ready, great pass, great delivery, great knockdown.
Pirtle with a rebound of the missed shot by Washington. Here comes Toronto. 50-45. Barrett turns the corner. Kicks to Trent. Shot fake. Escape. Dribble. Three in the air. No good. Long rebound. Cody Martin. 1-on-4, so he'll pull it out. On the bounce now. Martin gets it down low. Underneath. Washington had Barrett in jail. Missed a shot. Goes out of bounds, though, as RJ couldn't squeeze the rebound. So let's see if the Raptors can continue to mount the charge. Oh, they'll say Toronto ball. Okay. Thought it went off RJ by the body language, but the black shirts have it, and that's the Raptors. Barrett front court, and he's fouled. RJ with the crafty James Harden style gather below the shins with straight arms, and then when he brought it up, he got clipped.
That was a great call
by Bridges, and he's going to get the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, big time call by Darko. You could hear him through the monitor here. Just directing traffic, telling RJ to get to the right side of the floor and Dennis Schroeder over to the left side. Then you get, you catch the defense falling asleep. They have that 5-out offense, and, Dennis Schroeder attacking to his right hand, pitch behind to RJ, coming downhill to his left side, and he's crafty.
Barrett in the lane. Great find to Pirtle for the jam. Raptors cut the lead to 50-47, and they look much more energized with 3:40 to go.
Playing better, moving the basketball. RJ again coming off that pin down to his right hand, attracts two defenders and dropping it down to Pirtle, who he's a finisher down low.
Miller in the lane. Nice D by Barrett. Miller still floats it up and in. 52-47. RJ front court near side. Gets it to Pirtle. Pins down for Scotty. Barnes up top. Kicks it to Pirtle inside, and the pass is kicked by Nathan Mensah. So Raptors will inbound. Pirtle on the lob to Barrett. That has it knocked away. Might have been fouled. Didn't get the call. You could hear the Charlotte coaching staff yelling, "Rip, rip," as the back screen was coming, and the Raptors got it. Just couldn't squeeze it as RJ had it knocked out of bounds.
And Pirtle should also, if he also gets comfortable when he's working at that elbow, for him just to rip, one dribble to the rim, he can get some easy points himself.
Great job there. They run the inbound to Barrett, who finds a cutting Pirtle. RJ really, I know he's only got 2 assists, but he has really been handling the ball and making great decisions early in this game.
And it's funny because you had asked me a couple games ago when RJ was returning what to expect from him. And I think this is the benefit of sitting out sometimes when you're injured, is that you get to read, you get to analyze, you get to, the game slows down for you a bit. And you're seeing tonight where a number of times RJ's touching the basketball, he's not forcing the issue, but he's letting the defense make the play for him, right? You know he's an aggressive attacker, you know he's an aggressive driver. Defense is stepping up to help, and he's just making plays.
52-49. Pirtle makes a couple of free throws. Yak has 6 points. Raptors again cut the lead to 3 with 3 minutes to go, first half. Martin down the lane, kicks it into the corner. McGowan's 3, good. Wide open triple. Charlotte up 55-49, 2:45 first half. Quickly. Deep 3 up top, no good. Rebound, Miller. Brings it front court. Gets it to Washington, drives baseline. Into the lane, Martin. Back to Washington, up top. McGowan's gets it to Washington, far side, left wing. Right hand to the middle, turns the corner on Trent, and Gary going to be called for the foul.
Second team foul for the Raptors.
Side out of bounds for Charlotte. Miller to do the honors. Tries to get it to Washington, kicked by Scotty Barnes. Charlotte basketball. Washington up top to Miller. Double comes, he gets it into the lane. Jumper in the air, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Outlet quickly. Lobs it down to Scotty. Drives, gets to the 10, reverse layup, no good. But they're going to call the foul on the drive. Scotty determined that time. I mean determined. Javon to get to the cup.
He had that make a play. I'm going to make something happen in his eyes. And, just smart, understanding that Martin is coming on the top side. He's on the right side of the floor. Martin's coming on that top side for the double. He spins away to the baseline to his right hand and just scoops it around Mensah, around Martin, around Miller. Didn't come up with the bucket, but he comes up with 2 at the strike.
Knocks down 2. Raptors have chopped into the lead. 55-51, under 2 minutes, first half. In the lane. Martin finds Mensah. It's blocked. Here comes Toronto. Quickly to Scotty. In the lane. Barnes floats it up. No good. Rebound, Pirtle. Kicks it far side. They swing it. Barrett 3 in the air. Got it in the bottom of the well. RJ had the hands ready saying, I'm loaded. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Locked and loaded.
And he knocked it out. He's got 9. And the Raptors cut the lead to 1 at 55-54. Miller drives in the lane. Shut down by Barrett nicely. Out top, Washington against Quickly. Kicks it to Martin, far side. Shot clock at 3. Gotta go. Martin, deep 3, good. Pirtle not out quick enough. A little too much room. And Martin knocked it down. 58-54, Charlotte.
You can live with that, right? Martin only shoots the 3-ball 33%. If he's going to take an off-balance, off-the-dribble 3 off the screen, and he makes that, all right, let's set up our offense.
Quickly to Barrett. RJ up top. In the lane to Pirtle. Turns, floats it up. No good. Man, front rim and rolled off the back of the rim.
That's a rare miss for Pirtle. That close to the basket.
Yeah, rare. Martin, jumper no good. They're going to wipe it out. And they're going to get Mensah on the foul as the 3 went down, but Scott Foster saying, no, sir. That's a moving screen. So Raptors down 4, 35.8 seconds to go. First half, they come front court. Quickly into the lane. Kicks it to Trent. Gary, 3 near side, right on line short. Rebound McGowan's. Raptors going to get it back with about 5-second difference, shot clock, game clock, but oh, that one would have helped. 15 seconds first half. Martin up top. Works left, far side. Against Barrett on the switch. Steps back, contested jumper short. Rebound though, jammed down. McGowan's got a look. Nobody balked him out. Quickly, 3 in the air, trying to get it back, no good. So the half ends with Charlotte up 60-54.
And the Raptors have to continue chipping away at it, right? You've had a better second quarter, but what keeps happening is Raptors are making runs. Charlotte's knocking down some big shots, right? And a couple of them have just been on breakdowns defensively or just loose plays, just being a little bit undisciplined. But for the most part, a better second quarter, and it's within reach, right?
Yeah.
A couple plays here and there, just being disciplined on both offensive and defensive end.
Let's see how they come out of the locker room. 60-54, Charlotte leads by 6 at halftime. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. You are listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Let's get jerseys. Let's get jerseys.
Right now, become a Tangerine client with a savings account, and you could get a free Raptors jersey.
We want jerseys.
Finally, a savings account worth cheering for.
Jerseys. Jerseys.
Find out how to score a jersey at tangerine.ca/Raptors. Tangerine. That's forward banking. Available to new clients who open and fund an eligible account while supplies last. Conditions apply.
There are many peculiar words in the English language. Words like salivigant, peregrinate, nemophilus, peripatetic, and conviviality. Yet, there is no word for getting the most out of winter in your Subaru, thanks to symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and X-Mode. Until now. We call it unhibernate, as in while your neighbors stay home, you'll be unhibernating all winter in your Subaru. So peregrinate to your local Subaru dealer today, and welcome to uncommon winter confidence.
Nobody goes on vacation for the moments that are just okay. That's why Sunwing vacationers go all in like it's a buffet of fun. Whether you're skimming the treetops like Tarzan's long-lost twin, or deep-end swimming with your flippers and fins. Or maybe you're just perfecting the art of doing absolutely nothing. Whatever vacationer you are, with Sunwing, you save more so you can do more. Book with your local travel agent or...
Life will be a struggle for Zoe. Zoe will not apply to post-secondary school because Zoe might not finish high school. Because Zoe can barely concentrate in grade school. Because every day Zoe goes to school, Zoe is hungry. Help keep food banks full. $16 donated to Feed Ontario can provide breakfast for a hungry child for 1 month. Learn how you can help at feedontariotogether.ca.
In Scarborough, there's this fire behind our eyes.
A passion in our bellies.
It's in the hearts of our neighbors.
The eyes of our nurses.
And the hands of our doctors.
It's what makes Scarborough, Scarborough.
In our hospitals, we do more than anyone thought possible, with less than anyone could imagine.
But it's time to imagine what we can do with more.
Join Scarborough Health Network, and together,
we can turn grit into greatness.
Donate at lovescarborough.ca.
Does your furnace have a habit of breaking down as soon as it gets cold outside? And your plans for a relaxing night at home turn cold, along with your toes? Not good. Luckily, a highly trained licensed Intercare technician can get your furnace fixed fast. And what we quote is what you pay. So don't get left out in the cold. And right now, get a free diagnostic checkup, a $99 value. Get your furnace fixed right with Intercare. Terms and conditions apply. Give your home more at intercare.ca.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
IQ far corner. Kicks it up top to Trent. Takes his eye off it. Loses it. Shot clock at 1. Gotta go. Step back. 3. Good. Oh, Gary brings rain. Shot that one from Greensboro and dropped it in the bottom of the well.
Oh, Gary's saying let's rock. 9 points from 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
What's the record in this place?
And at the half, he's 4 for 6 with 12 points, but the Raptors trail by 6, 60-54. Charlotte has the lead. Welcome to Raptors at the half. Raptors game night, Tangerine Raptors basketball. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg with you. And Warren, the defense showed up about halfway through the second quarter. They got competitive, and then the offense showed up.
You said it. I mean, that's exactly what happened. I mean, the start of the game for Toronto wasn't very strong. Charlotte had a 11-0 run in that third quarter. The score was 15-5. So Raptors got off to a bit of a slow start, and then they shook off the rust and started to get busy. It was a bit of a uninspiring performance against New Orleans, and then tonight it looked as though it was kind of on track to be the same sort of game, but the Raptors really changed things, and they did it by committee. You saw multiple players involved. They shot the ball well. They got to the free throw line. I think RJ Barrett is really important for that. He changes how the Raptors play, a lot more aggressive, attacking the rim. Defensively, as we all know, slow start again, but everything else kind of picked up, and as it did, the Raptors are in this game. The question is going to be, how are they going to emerge in that third quarter?
Yeah, we'll blame it on the early start, right? Like the Raptors are used to playing at 7:30. They started playing defense around 7:30, so maybe that was it. But yeah, clearly not the start that Darko Rajakovic was hoping for coming off of that blowout in New Orleans, and you could sense it very early on. I mean, he called a timeout, I think it was 2.5 minutes into the game as things were already starting to slip away. But yeah, I mean, I like the defensive intensity a lot better in the second quarter. I thought guys were getting after it, communicating better. And even still, I mean, Charlotte shot, 5 for 10 from 3 in the second quarter, but I think you chalk some of those up to just, hey, a team getting hot, hitting some tough shots. Cody Martin, towards the end of the half, hit a 3 over the outstretched arms of Jakob Poeltl, and with something like that, you say, okay, well, we can live with that. What you can't live with is McGowan's, who nobody puts a body on or boxes out, with the putback at the end of the half. Like, those are the little attention to detail, or in this case, lack thereof, moments that I'm sure Darko and company are going to be talking about in the locker room at halftime.
So Warren, Bridges had 15 points after the first quarter and has 15 at the half. They obviously figured out what to do there.
Yeah, no, and Bridges got off to a good start, and he also has 4 assists. I mean, Charlotte is struggling as well. They've lost 8 games in a row, shooting the ball well, but I expect Martin, Bridges, Miller to have decent games in terms of scoring. It's how much the Raptors can limit the other players, and how much pressure they can put on Charlotte in the defensive end of the floor. So if they can continue doing so, someone's going to score, but that's okay. It's it's about the rest of the team and the collective. How much of a rhythm can they take those guys out of? Smith Jr. should not be 9 points already, not ideal, but a sharp shooter. So those are guys that the Raptors have to limit.
Yeah, 20 points for the Hornets bench through 24 minutes is not something you're going to be thrilled about if you're the Raptors. Obviously, the 53% three-point shooting, 10 for 19, is a problem. On the other side of things, like, the good news for the Raptors is they're shooting the three ball well, 10 for 18 from 3. We heard the clip Gary Trent Jr. knocking down one of his 4 threes coming into halftime here. And Gary is shooting the ball as well as basically anybody in the NBA right now. He's at 47% over the last 26 games. That's first among all players who have taken at least 150 threes over that span. And I mean, it's interesting going into tomorrow's deadline. Of course, Gary Trent is one of several Raptors players who I'm sure has heard his name come up in rumors, and I don't know how much that sort of thing plays into it. Well, a guy is playing well going into the deadline or not playing well going to the deadline. The sample size is large enough that teams know who you are and who you aren't at this point. But with that said, like,
it's found a way to, show value.
And 19 minutes for the guy that most people are paying attention to on the Raptors side of things in the first half, Scotty Barnes, of course, a day after being named to the All-Star team. And I thought he looked pretty good in the second quarter, being a bit more assertive, looking to attack. All 4 of his free throw attempts came in the second quarter. It's been an interesting few weeks for Barnes. I think he's sort of worn down a little bit, maybe mentally and physically a bit tired at this point in the season, which isn't entirely unexpected for a 22-year-old given the workload that he's carried this year, especially after the trades. But it's nice to see him get going a little bit, and I'm sure that the team is going to be looking to get him involved even more in the second half. Of course, that was a bit of a talking point over the last couple games, especially after the overtime periods in OKC, is yes, he needs to be more assertive and more aggressive, but also the team, as they're trying to figure things out together, have to find ways to put him in a position to be successful. That, of course, is the primary goal for this organization here over the rest of the season.
Josh, thanks very much. The Raptors First Half Stat is brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Unhibernate. Redefine winter fun with Subaru's all-weather capability. Visit your local Subaru dealer. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence. A lot of these numbers don't really jump off the page. It's that kind of a game. 3-point shooting, the Raptors 10 of 18 for 55.6, and Charlotte is 10 of 19 for 52.6. And here are some of the minuscule numbers. Rebounds for second chance points. The Raptors have 2 offensive boards for 3, and Charlotte has 2 for 5. Turnovers for points, the Raptors not bad, 5 for 4, and it's the reverse for Charlotte, 4 for 5 in the paint, 18-12 for Charlotte over the Raptors. Plenty of work to be done. Warren, what do you expect in the second half?
Defense, you gotta showcase that you have the mental fortitude and the toughness to come out here and defend. And then on the other end of the floor, they have to execute. I think the Raptors playing Grady more so, it'll definitely help his confidence. But seeing RJ back in the lineup again, strong first half. Offensively, I expect Gary and RJ to continue to put pressure on the defense. And I think Josh alluded to it. I do see the mental fatigue in terms of Scotty, but I expect him to come out and relish in the fact that this is part of being a leader. You got to do things when you don't necessarily have the energy and you're tired, So all those factors play into the second half. And I think, as the team goes, or as Scotty goes, the team will go. So he has to set the tone and win the first 5 minutes. That's most important. Every time we come out of a half, as a player, it's all you talk about, is winning the first 5 minutes.
Charlotte leads at 60-54 at the half. The second half is next on Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Sandra and Kabir are celebrating 50 years of marriage by turning their boring bedroom into a spicy one. Oh my. Alpine Credits sent a super strength hero to help with a home renovation loan. New floors, windows, a heart-shaped button that plays this tune. Okay, I think that's quite enough. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Hi, I'm Randy Hanatko, founder of Train West Management and Consulting. Few careers offer what a sales career can. No barriers to entry, always in demand, and the opportunity for unlimited income. So why do we meet so many annoying and unprofessional salespeople? Because they never had professional training to learn modern selling the right way. For 18 years, we've been training professional salespeople to reach their full potential. If you're deadly serious about becoming an elite salesperson, visit trainwest.ca today.
Good morning. Baby, it's a brand new day.
When you vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line, every day is a new day. Get a taste for Barcelona, then savor incredible dining back on board one day. Connect to ancient history in Athens, and then disconnect in our spa another day. Wherever the sea breeze takes you, come aboard and experience a different tomorrow with Norwegian. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA.
The rest of my life gonna start today.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Second half about to get going. Charlotte leading Toronto 60-54. Third quarter action delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Get a free medium one-topping pizza with $25 minimum purchase before tax and delivery. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM like mozzarella. And Raptors need a little M like let's make it up here. Down 6 as we start this third quarter. They have the ball in black, moving left to right. Quickly, Pirtle, Barnes, Barrett, and Trent for Toronto. Quickly up top. On the bounce, gets a screen from Pirtle. Into the corner, Trent. Shot fake, jumper in the air, rattles, doesn't go. Rebound tipped up. Scotty can't get it, goes out of bounds. It'll be Charlotte basketball.
You know, I think coming out into the second half here, Emmanuel quickly has got it. He's getting by his defender, but he's not coming off with force and looking to score. He's got to be aggressive. He's 2 for 8 on the night, only 5 points, but I think he can change the game with his ability to score, be crafty, but he's got to play with a bit more force.
Richards up top. Brandon Miller down the baseline, kicks it out top, stolen by Trent. Gary on the run against Leaky Black. Reverse layup up and in. Wow, the circus has come to town, and Gary Trent Jr. is the ringmaster. What a shot. Off balance, wrong foot reverse layup, gets it to go.
He overran the rim. He tossed it up when his body was past the basket, threw it up over his shoulder under the basket. Great touch. Circus shot.
Bridges in the lane, floats it up and in. 62-56, Charlotte by 6. Just underway, third quarter, 10:40 to go. Quickly, deep three, good. Splash in the bottom of the well. He says, I got you, Javon.
Yeah, you heard me. I'm here to wake him up.
62-59, Raptors cut the lead to 3. Martin on the bounce, straight away. Charlotte in white, coming right to left. Martin loses it, gets it back, fall away jumper, good. Not how you draw it up, but Cody Martin will take the deuce. Barrett drives, gets into the lane, floats it up and in, wanted the foul on Leaky Black, says, all right, I'll take the 2 anyway. Raptors cut the lead to 64-61. Martin, deep jumper, good. It's a 3 from Cody Martin, 67-61 Charlotte. Back comes Toronto. Quickly. Cross court, Trent, catch and shoot, 3, no good. Rebound, knocked away. Here comes Charlotte. Martin on the drive, near side. Stutter dribble. Reverse layup is up and in. 69-61. Charlotte pushes it back to 8. 9:25 to go, third quarter. Barnes up top. On the drive, into the lane, floats it up and in. They let Scotty get to his right hand, and he got it down off glass.
He can't be stopped like that. He's so good. He scoops the ball up with the right hand, doesn't touch it with the left, and extends away from the defense.
Martin, deep jumper, no good. Long rebound to Barrett. Raptors down 6. Barrett, front court. On the bounce. Great pass to Pirtle. Pocket pass. Jakob can't handle it. It's a turnover. Back comes Miller. Martin up top. Gets it to Leaky Black. Now near side. Bridges against Barnes. Backs out on the dribble. Now switches on to Pirtle. Drive, floated up, score it, and a foul. I didn't think there was much of a foul. Bridges let out the audible foul. Hey, getting the yell and a little bump, and he's going to go to the line for one more.
In a tough position for Pirtle to be in. He got the switch on Bridges, get into his right hand, and didn't really switch to take away the drive. You switched to contain, and that's what Bridges recognized and kicked it into second gear, getting downhill. Very subtle touch. I don't know if I had the whistle if I'm calling that one.
No, I don't. 72-63, though. Charlotte back up by 9.
See Charlotte with this soft three-quarter court press. They usually go back to the 2-3.
Barnes inside to Pirtle, reverse layup. Middle of the zone, Scotty at the nail. One dribble, shovel pass to Jakob for the bucket. Raptors cut it to 72-65. Bridges, deep jumper, got it. It's a 3 from Bridges. And Charlotte goes up 10, 75-65. Timeout, Darko Rajakovic, 8:16 to go, third quarter.
You just can't lose Bridges, right? He's coming off a 41-point game. He has 23 here tonight and knocks down his 4-3. Just a wide open 3 there. Defense late, forgot about him. Can't fall asleep here.
Timeout on the floor, 75-65 Charlotte. 8:16, third quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
You've heard that sound before. A basketball going off the backboard and in. A bank shot. Well, that's actually the sound of a fan winning a Raptors jersey. That's the sound of a fan getting a signed Raptors basketball. And that's a fan scoring tickets to the NBA Finals. With the Tangerine Bank Shot contest, every bank shot the Raptors score this season wins a fan a prize. Enter for a chance to win at tangerine.ca/bankshot. Tangerine, that's forward banking.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2 for $1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium one-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
At Trillium Health Partners, we're ready to see you, not just as a patient, but as a person who needs innovative care with a human touch, a person with a life, with hopes, and with fears. At Trillium Health Partners, we'll see the whole you, our nurses, our doctors, and our staff. Because when we care for the whole person, our whole community gets stronger. Trillium Health Partners, we see you. Learn more at weseeyou.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
75-65 Charlotte. 8:16 third quarter. Again, the Raptors defense not as staunch as it needs to be right now. The Hornets shooting 57.4%, 27 of 47. Raptors 22 of 45 for 49%. Not that shabby, but you're not making up ground if you can't stop the other guy.
Yeah, it's got to be one or the other. The offense has got to be clicking or the defense has got to be doing its job. And here's one of the indicators that the Raptors got to play better defense, right? They have 4 fast break points. They lead the league with about 17, just under 18 per game, right? So if you're not getting down and getting easy ones, you've got to get the stops on the defensive end and allow yourself to get a flow offensive.
Raptor ball, front court. Starters still on the floor to start this third quarter. Barrett, Barnes, Pirtle, Trent, and Quickly. Barnes up top against Bridges, gets a screen into the lane, kick out, Barrett deep 3, no good. Rebound, Bridges. Front court comes Miles Bridges, Michigan State Spartan. Steps back behind the screen and knocks it down. RJ went under. As you said, Javon, you can't lose that guy.
No, yeah, especially when the guy's in a rhythm, right? When the guy's in a flow, everything's dropping. He has great feel, great rhythm, right? You can't go under. You got to be physical and not allow him to get those looks that he's comfortable in.
25 for Bridges. Barrett drives, gets to the hoop. The righty layup, no good. RJ had a great look, couldn't get it down. Back comes Martin.
They've missed a number of those chippies all game, right? And I mentioned that from the first quarter. Just a lot around the basket, rimming in and out.
Leaky Black penetrates, kicks it out to Martin straight away. Works left, near side, inside the arc. Kicks to Bridges, catch and shoot three. Got it again. Miles Bridges on a heater. Charlotte suddenly up 80-65 by 15. Scotty misses a three. Back comes Charlotte. Leaky Black to Miller. Deep three up top. No good. Rebound Barnes. Scotty front court. On the drive against Black. Kicks to the corner. Quickly catch and shoot three. Got it. IQ in the bottom of the well. 80-68. Raptors still down 12. Work to do. Front court. Charlotte in the white. Right to left. 6.5 third quarter. Martin, far side. Spins, floats it up, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet quickly. Gets it to Barrett. Lob to Barnes for the jam. There's the fast break, 2 for Toronto. They cut the lead to 80-70. 6:12 to go. Third quarter. Martin, cross court. Black inside. Bridges. Step back jumper. Got it. Miles Bridges has 30. 82-70. Barrett drive, lay it up and in. RJ says, you got to take some back. 13 for RJ. Front court. Bridges drives again, floats it up and in.
He's in a groove. You got to take away his space. And now when you see him handling the basketball full court, right to left crossover, getting downhill, right, he's just too comfortable.
Scotty inside, puts the rebound back up and in. Raptors still trail by 10, 84-74, but
can't trade baskets right now.
Yeah, Steve Clifford wants to talk, so we'll step away for a break too. 5:25 third quarter, 84-74 Charlotte. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Unhibernate. Verb. To laugh in the face of snow because you drive a Subaru. As in, when I unhibernate, I have the roads all to myself because my Subaru has symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and others don't. Or, the award-winning safety in my Subaru means I can unhibernate all winter while my neighbors stare longingly from their bedroom windows. Or my favorite usage. I'm going to unhibernate this winter by visiting my local Subaru dealer today. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence.
Hey Raptor fans, what's better than the team winning on the court? A win for the kids and a win for you. When you play the MLSE Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you help communities get kids and youth off the sidelines and onto the court. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will you be a winner this season? Only one way to know. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I just helped Tom with a business loan. He needed to soup up his mechanic shop. Not to brag, but I once modified a car to match my ultra speed. It went so fast, it broke the speed of sound. At least no one was inside. I hope no one was inside. I guess I'll just stick to approving business loans.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Raptors trying to close the gap on Charlotte, 84-74. Toronto down 10, 5:25 third quarter. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard here. Behind the glass, Owen Hall, our producer, technical producer Cameron Moore, and you heard from Taddy, Ward, and Leuenberg. You will again hear from them in the postgame. Still a long way to go, Javon, but every time the Raptors make inroads, Charlotte kind of makes a muscle and pushes them back a bit.
Yeah, pushing them back, and you think about how both teams have played, and for the Raptors just being a 10-point game, and we haven't seen them go on their run. We haven't seen them really, even jab at this point. So I think they're still in a good position, but it's got to start with taking away some things from Miles Bridges, right? And he has 32 points right now, and, sounds cliche to be physical, to deny him, not let him catch the basketball. But as he's scoring, as he's getting more comfortable, it almost seems like he's working in more space, really taking away that space from him and making things difficult.
Raptors steal the inbound. Trent tries to throw it off Ish Smith as he went airborne, but Smith came up with the ball. Nonetheless, they get the turnover anyway as Brandon Miller walks in front of the Charlotte bench, and the Raptors do indeed get the turnover. The live ball turnover would have been better, but they'll take the orange any way they can get it. Trent up top. Kicks it to Schroeder. Deep three. Got it down the bottom of the well for Dennis. 84-77. Raptors shave it to 7.
Well, that's a good response coming out of the timeout. You get a deflection, you get a stop on one end, and you come down and hit a big shot.
Miller near side, above the arc, left wing. Charlotte in white, right to left. To Bridges, mid post, kick it up to Miller. Shot fake, drive, elbow jumper near side, good.
Kid is smooth.
Yeah, he is.
He's smooth.
Barrett back for Toronto. RJ in the lane, finds Pirtle. Back to RJ, they play screen and roll. RJ gets to the left hand and lays it in. Pirtle set a monster screen like a pulling guard. RJ lays it in, give him 15, and make it 86-79.
If RJ gets to that left hand around the basket, lights
out. Lights out.
Look over at the coach, and you guys set up your offense. Figure out your next set.
Washington skips into the lane, floats it up, no good. But they got the foul called on Toronto. And P.J. Washington will go to the line for 2. 86-79, Charlotte leading 4-10, third quarter. Washington, first free throw, no good. A lot of Kentucky guys.
You beat me to it. I'm
hanging around.
I'm going down the roster. It feels like they have a plethora of them, but it's funny. You got Kentucky bigs. We're used to seeing Kentucky guards in the league.
Yeah, they got Richards and Washington.
Yeah.
He misses 2, so the Raptors get bailed out as P.J. Washington can't get any of them down. 84-79, back comes Toronto. Trent, top of the lane, jumper, no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Ish Smith. Up the middle of the court. Into the lane. Bridges on a backdoor cut. Just got enough space on Barrett and went up like a thermometer for the jam. Charlotte, on the strength of Miles Bridges, leads 88-79, and he's got a free throw to come. 32 points, and the meter's still running.
Listen, I'll tell you who's not letting trade rumors impact them at all. That's Bridges. Right now, if you ask me, he's playing like I'm trying to put myself on notice, put the league on notice, and somebody get me out of here, get me into a competitive situation.
So Barrett and Pirtle will sit down for Toronto with 3:49 to go, third quarter.
Bridges coming off a 41-4 game, 4 assists rather, against Lakers on Monday, and 32 here tonight with 6 assists.
Misses the free throw, gets the rebound, then misses a layup. That's about the only thing he's missed all night. Brown into the game for Toronto. Schroeder, 3 up top, good. Down the bottom of the well. Dennis knocks in another one. Schroeder, 3 of 4 for 10 points tonight from distance, all from distance. Raptors down 88-82. Smith in the lane, throws it up, no good. Rebound Bridges. Near side, now to Miller, straight away. Works far side, down the right wing, floats it up and in. Wow. Kind of turned his body midair to get it down. 90-82 Charlotte. Thad Young's pass intercepted, trying to get it to Grady, and Miller intercepts it and takes it in for the dunk. Just miscommunication there. Grady aborted the cut that was going to be a dribble handoff, and he and Thad talking about it now.
Yeah, and one thing, for Grady as a young guy in the league, if you're doing anything, you got to do it hard.
Force.
You got to do it hard, right? And that could have avoided that play. Obviously, Thad, got to do a better job with it's a handoff where he's waiting for the curl, but Grady's got to burst out of that corner, out of that right corner with force.
92-82, Charlotte in the lead. 2:55 to go, third quarter. Javon, we keep talking about it. Jump forward, push back. Did your high school, did you have Greek mythology in English at some point?
We had you know what?
You remember the dude Sisyphus pushing the rock up the hill?
And you have me thinking back 20 years right now.
Well, I don't want to tell you how long it's been for me, but somewhere my grade 12 English teacher, Mrs. Schenke, would be proud of me because I do remember some of it. Funny, I couldn't remember it on the test, but Raptors reminding me of that dude Sisyphus right now, just pushing the rock up the hill, slides back a little. You gotta muster it up and keep pushing. The rock is being weighed down by one dude. That's Miles Bridges with 34 points.
34, 13 for 16 on the night. 7 assists.
And we still have 2:55 to go, third quarter. Raptor ball, front court. Schroeder bursts into the lane, lays it up and in, and is fouled. Dennis found another gear, and he's going to get a free throw and a chance at the old-time three-point play, 92-84. And Schroeder on the line for the bonus throw. Up and down for Schroeder. Raptors cut it to 7, 92-85. Charlotte up top on the bounce. Smith loses the ball, gets it back into the lane, kicks to McGowan's three, no good. Rebound, Bridges catches it and dunks it down.
You know when you have one of those days where everything is just going right? Right, that was an air ball. Some way, somehow it finds its way into Bridges' hands. 36 points.
Trent up top. Pull up three for Gary, no good. Rebound, Bridges. He has been a one-man wrecking crew tonight. 36 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Miller, deep three, straight away, no good. Rebound, Thad Young. Outlet to Bruce Brown, up the near side. Brown dribble handoff to Schroeder. 2 minutes, third quarter. Toronto down 9. Bruce Brown drives baseline into Bridges, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Miller. To Bridges, near side. To Washington, drives in the lane. Tries to spin, knocked away by Trent. The Raptors can't get it. And Washington missed a layup as Charlotte got it back. Schroeder drive, lay it up. No good. Thad Young grabs the rebound, floats it up and in. 94-87, Raptors down 7. Minute 10 to go, third quarter. Scotty gonna check in for Toronto. He's on the sideline, clapping his hands right now, saying, come on, dig in. Front court. Bruce Brown makes a steal, and he'll take it all the way for the layup under duress from Miller. The foul, Raptor bench wanted it, didn't get it, but they cut the lead to 94-89.
Big time three-man switch between Schroeder, Gary Trent Jr., and Brown there. Communication.
McGowan's three, good, as Smith got into the lane. They broke the Raptors down there. 97-89, Charlotte. 40 seconds, third quarter. Schroeder up top, three in the air, no good. Long rebound, Thad Young. Kick it out to Grady, to Bruce Brown. Drive, lay it up and in. Bruce Brown getting to the tin. 97-91. 6-point Charlotte lead. 20 seconds, third quarter. Front court, Ish Smith. On the dribble, into the lane. Got the feet tied up with Thad Young, and they're going to get the foul on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, Thad Young.
That's okay. On the ball screen there, Thad taking away the space, and that's how you end up tied up because Ish Smith is trying to snake the dribble back, from that left hand to the middle of the paint, but Thad moving his feet. I'd rather that foul than, you give up the space, he cuts back, and now you're late, contesting a jump shot and one. Or, his hesitation to the basket, you're late, recovering, and get there. Take away that space and make things difficult.
R.J. Barrett back into the game. Grady Dick sits down. 10.5 seconds, third quarter. Raptors down 97-91. Bridges has it knocked away by Barnes. Scotty thought it might have hit a Charlotte player, but it'll stay with Charlotte. 10.1 on the clock. Scott Foster coming to check to make sure. And it is indeed, they're going to take it down to 9.8. He's got a clock in his head. That's why we call him 5-second Foster.
He's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, he has. This guy hasn't, though. Miles Bridges up top. Game clock at 5. Gets it to Smith in the lane. Ish floats it up. No good. Rebound to Barrett. And that's the way the quarter ends. 97-91. Charlotte, one lap of the track to go. Toronto trying to bear down on them, but the Hornets still have the lead. Let's take a break. Last lap when we come back. 97-91 Charlotte. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
In Scarborough, there's just fire behind our eyes.
A passion in our bellies.
It's in the hearts of our neighbors.
The eyes of our nurses.
And the hands of our doctors.
It's what makes Scarborough, Scarborough.
In our hospitals, we do more than anyone thought possible, with less than anyone could imagine.
But it's time to imagine what we can do with more.
Join Scarborough Health Network, and together,
we can turn grit into greatness.
Donate at lovescarborough.ca.
This is the sound of medicine. When you stay at a Ronald McDonald House, close to your sick child, family is medicine. And right now, it's helping Ryan battle leukemia. We need your help to keep families together. Please donate today at rmhc.ca.
Does your furnace have a habit of breaking down as soon as it gets cold outside? And your plans for a relaxing night at home turn cold, along with your toes? Not good. Luckily, a highly trained licensed Intercare technician can get your furnace fixed fast. And what we quote is what you pay. So don't get left out in the cold. And right now, get a free diagnostic checkup, a $99 value. Get your furnace fixed right with Intercare. Terms and conditions apply. Give your home more at intercare.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
The last lap of the track. Raptors trailing Charlotte 97-91. Fourth quarter. Brought to you by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Well, let's see what the Raptors have. Coming home and coming down the stretch. Meter still running on 76 points over the last two games for Miles Bridges. Starts the fourth quarter on the bench. Let's see what the Raptors have. Charlotte ball front court. Ish Smith brings it front court. Charlotte in white, moving right to left. Smith against Schroeder. To the middle, cut off. Finds Leaky Black. Three, no good. Rebound. Schroeder got a hand on it. Looked like a rugby scrum half trying to reach out and pick that ball up.
Well, Schroeder's playing the right way, right, in this game. And, doesn't have great numbers that they don't pop out at you off the stat sheet, 13 points. But I love the way he's playing defense and how he's getting over the top of screens, just really making the ball handlers uncomfortable.
Washington gets the inbound. Charlotte by 6, fourth quarter just underway, 11.5 to go. Smith, pull-up jumper, no good. Great contest by Barnes, but the Raptors can't get the rebound. Nick Richards corrals it. Gets it to Washington, back to Richards in the lane, floated up, no good. Rebound bounds. Outlet Schroeder to Thad Young. Cross court to Grady, far side. Down the baseline, Grady with a nice punch dribble. He's fouled, accentuates the contact, and gets the foul call. That's a good move by Grady.
Yeah, and he shows those flashes. It's now just put it together, right? Put it together consistently.
Raptors inbound. Schroeder up top. Screen and roll with Barnes. Gets it to Scotty on the elbow. Against Ish Smith. Spins in the lane. Scotty throws it up. Can't get the rebound. Knocked away. Here comes Bryce McGowens. Drives on Schroeder. Lays it up and in. 99-91 Charlotte. Schroeder front court. Raptors down 8. 10:40 to go in the ball game. And they've got a foul on P.J. Washington leaning into Scotty Barnes, who was trying to set the screen. So let's see if the Raptors can creep a little bit closer. Barnes down low, gets it to Schroeder. On the box, far side. Into the lane, Schroeder kicks it out to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Bruce takes a peek. Gotta go, gets to the hoop on Leaky Black, lays it in. Bruce Brown gets to the cup. 99-93, Raptors down 6.
Might I add, that's out of a double team on Dennis Schroeder in the post. Dennis posting up Ish Smith. Great kick out, great job, Bruce Brown.
Scotty, 3, far side, no good. Rebound, Smith. Ish Smith, 99-93. Charlotte in the lane. Smith kicks it out. Washington wide open look, can't get it down. Rebound, Schroeder. Front court, Dennis. On the drive with Thad Young. Kicks to Barnes. Scotty in the lane. Gets it to Schroeder. Elbow jumper, no good. Long rebound, Ish Smith. Raptors still trailing by 6. 9.5 to go in the ball game. Smith drive to Washington. Ball knocked away. They get it up top. It goes off Bruce Brown, who deflected it. It'll stay with Charlotte. 9:23. Fourth quarter. Charlotte leading Toronto 99-93. Inbound to Brandon Miller. Brings it up against Scotty. Works to the far side. Jump shot in the air is good. Brown jumped out, didn't matter. Miller knocked it down. Front court, Raptors down 8. It's been an uphill battle all the way for Toronto. Quickly into the lane. Fouled by Richards, and IQ going to get a couple of free throws. 101-93, Charlotte. 9 minutes, 1 second to go in the ball game. Quickly on the line. Holds the ball with both hands. Spins it. Couple of dribbles, deep breath, and misses the free throw. Raptors leaving points on the board, Javon.
Gotta finish your breakfast. Gotta finish your breakfast, especially at this point in the game, right? You're trying to make a push, trying to make a run at it 9 minutes ago. Every point counts.
Quickly, second free throw good, so that point counted. Raptors down 101-94. 8:55 clock running. We approach the top of the stretch, fourth quarter. Miller on the bounce. Kicks it to Washington, knocked away. They say clean play, collided with Thad Young. Quickly drives, reverse layup, no good, but goaltending on Richards. He wants a challenge. P.J. Washington still down at the other end.
Yeah, him and Thad Young, incidental contact.
Yeah, they were just going for the ball.
Yeah, ball in the air, live ball. Both bodies collided, and, he got the worst of it. Emmanuel quickly on the other end, great advancement of the basketball, and IQ getting downhill, under the basket, on the left side of the basket with inside hand.
Is Charlotte challenging? Nick Richards adamant. Nick Richards adamant that he didn't get
a tough one.
It is.
Because you have IQ, he started on the right side of the floor, got under the basket with that inside hand. That means his left shoulder was on to the chest of Nick Richards there.
Yeah, we'll take a look. I mean, Richards was adamant that he got it before it got to the glass.
The challenge team unsuccessful. The ball hit the glass and then was blocked away. That's a goaltending. Unsuccessful challenge. We charge a timeout and not be able to challenge subsequent plays.
All right, so you heard it there from Scott Foster. Once that ball gets on the glass, it's a no-fly zone.
Yeah, that would have been a far ways to come.
Unless you can get it off the glass while it's under the rim. And I don't think anybody in this league is laying it up off the glass under the rim like that.
The only person that could have probably got to that in this league right now is Wemby.
Yeah.
And he could have probably got there from half.
Plastic Man. I think we're going to have Sam Perkins, the former North Carolina guy. I saw him at the All-Star game last year in Utah, and Sam is as cool as the breeze in January. He never in a hurry, had his sunglasses on, looked like one of our Rasta brothers from Jamaica, the hair up under the big red, green, and gold hat. And somebody walked through the lobby, tall guy, sliding through. Somebody said, "Who's that?" I had to look. I said, "That's Sam Perkins." We're going to ask Sam. He's a North Carolina guy. Maybe he'll lend it to Wemby, the Frenchman, as Sam had the original name Plastic Man. Stacey Ogman had it at one time too. But right now, Charlotte has a 5-point lead on Toronto, 101-96. As the Raptors desperately, Javon, trying to make up ground.
Right back in this thing and claw back. Matchup between RJ and Brandon Miller tonight. 15 points for RJ. Brandon Miller, 17 points.
So Hornets will inbound and bring it front court. 101-96, Charlotte by 5. Miller straight away. Against quickly on the switch. Drives, tries to get it to Washington. The pass way too hard. Out of bounds, the Raptors have it.
Much better defense between Bruce Brown and Emmanuel quickly, just really getting into Brandon Miller's skin. And what happens there? You speed him up, force a turnover.
Pirtle back in the ball game. Gets it to Barrett, near side. RJ goes right, finds Pirtle. Swing it, Bruce Brown, drive. Floats it up, no good, but they got the block. You could hear some of the Charlotte players saying charge as Martin stood in, but we get a look. Brown airborne and Martin moving those feet ever so slightly, sliding right.
Last second. But this is what when you get multiple action plays, you have Pirtle at the elbow, and you have on the left side of the court a stagger going on. Now you have on the strong side RJ Barrett playing a two-man game with Pirtle, and the defense is rotating. Now you get that cut, and Bruce Brown, catches defense sleeping, trying to slide and take the charge.
Brown knocks down free throws. 101-98. Raptors down 3. Barrett on Bridges. Pull-up jumper by Bridges, no good. Rebound, Bruce Brown. The official score on the monitor we're looking at gave the free throws to Barrett. RJ says, I'll take these 3, though. Knocks it in the bottom of the well. Raptors tie the game at 101. Front court, Charlotte. Martin, deep 3 up top. It's an air ball, and Toronto will bring it front court with a chance for the lead. Quickly, on the bounce. Gets it to RJ up top. Swing it. Grady for the lead. Bang, bang. Down the bottom of the well for Grady Dick. The bench stands up, giving him the 3-finger salute. And the Raptors lead at 104-101, an 11-0 run the last minute 52. Miller up top. On the dribble, into the lane. Bridges fouled by Brown. And Bridges going to go back to the line. Well, you keep plugging, Javon, you just never know.
That's on Charlotte there, right? They had a game, they were flowing, making shots, but they never really capitalized and extended that lead. The Raptors are always within striking distance, within 8 points, within 10 points. And in the modern day game, the 3-ball is the great equalizer.
It's a game changer. It is.
So, a 10-point lead, that's 3 possessions. Yeah. 3 easy possessions.
Bridges misses the free throw. 104-101. Toronto by 3. Bridges has been outer-worldly tonight. 36, 5, and 7. Make it 37, 5, and 7. 104-102 Toronto. 6:48 to go. We approach the top of the stretch. RJ Barrett downhill, drive, lay it up and in. RJ determined to get to the hoop. 106-102 Toronto. RJ's got 20.
And RJ playing through that contact. We've seen that same play earlier where you get that pitch behind, but now you get him going downhill to his left hand and takes that last bump, the concentration, the extra step behind, to get ahead of Bridges, and just really nice touch delivering the ball at the rim.
106-102 Toronto. 6:34 to go. Miller, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Bridges, though, puts it up and in. He had inside position, and when he jumped back to get a look at the hoop from under the cup, Barrett fouled him. Bridges gets 2. He's going to go to the line to try and notch his 40th point of the game. Javon, the rebound of an air ball, always difficult. The ball's in flight. You expect rim. All of a sudden, nothing. Tough ball to rebound.
Yeah, and it's even worse when it's an air ball that's short.
Yes.
Right, air ball that's long. Okay, you still may be in rebounding position, but if that ball falls short, you're trying to get around. You're trying to get into position to box out, to get a body on somebody. And as soon as that ball landed in Bridges' hand, you could see the look on RJ's face. He knew. He said, that one's on me.
Grady out 6 points on the strength of 2 threes tonight. Bridges knocks down the free throw, the old-time 3-point play, makes it a 106-105 Raptor lead. Barrett into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound tipped up and in by Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl gives Toronto a 108-105 lead. Front court, Miller drive, gets it to Richards, who jams it down. 108-107. Top of the stretch, 5:50 to go. Here comes Toronto left to right in the black uniforms. Poeltl up top, holding, gets it to Barrett, kicks it to Schroeder. Shot fake, drive up top, Scotty. Doesn't take the 3, spins into the lane to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. They knock it away. Martin drive. Tries to beat Poeltl on the baseline, comes out the other side on the dribble. Up top to Bridges. They swing it. Miller open 3, good. Charlotte takes the lead, 110-108, 5:14 to go. Timeout, Darko.
Well, we're going to have a game.
We got one.
We got a 2-point game with 5 minutes to go. And just a breakdown there defensively. Scotty got lost, and you leave Brandon Miller open. Right, a knockdown guy, 38% on the season from 3. Can't allow certain guys. Got to know your personnel. Got to know your scout report. Fall asleep. Can't be on guys that can kill you from the 3-point line.
5:14 to go. 110-108 Charlotte. Let's take a break. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
A big win and a bigger impact. When you play the MLC Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you support the kids and the future Raptors of tomorrow. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will this season include you? The only way to find out is if you play. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Creating a company's culture is more than a vision and mission statement or plastering catchy phrases on the wall. People are the most important asset of any organization, so it's critical to build a culture that attracts and retains top talent. At Train West Online Academy, we help you establish a series of steps to help you define your corporate culture. We will help you define your beliefs, values, and passion, and discuss how you first need to connect with people. If you'd like to learn how to do this, go to trainwest.ca and click on our management training programs. That's trainwest.ca.
Good morning. Baby, it's a brand new day.
Experience a different tomorrow with Norwegian Cruise Line. Book today and get 50% off your cruise to Alaska, Europe, and beyond. Plus, everyone can enjoy their vacation with free unlimited open bar, free specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
The rest of my life gon' start today.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Raptors and Charlotte locked up in a good one. Hornets with the lead, 110-108, 5:14 to go, fourth quarter. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard here. You'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg at the end of the game in the postgame. Behind the glass, keeping us on the air, producer Owen Hall, technical producer Cameron Moore. We got a great ball game going here, yes. Javon. Yes. Very entertaining. And if you're the Raptors, you want to end the road trip on the right note. Raptors, 7 players in double figures tonight. 7. But yet they're still in a battle. Front court, here comes Schroeder. Out there with Barnes, Pirtle, Quickly, and Barrett. And they got a foul on Martin, who pushed Quickly, who almost ran over Nick Smith Jr. Now Nick Smith hearing the whistle saying, oh, that's an offensive foul. He pushed me, but Nick,
he didn't see Martin.
You didn't see your guy push him.
Yeah, Martin was trying to blow up the play and not allow Quickly to run his route.
Quickly knocks in the first free throw. Raptors cut the lead to 110-109. Raptors will be home Friday night to the Houston Rockets, and if he's healthy, the return of Fred VanVleet. Quickly, second free throw good. 5 minutes to go. We are tied at 110. Martin up top. And they've got the foul on Schroeder guarding Brandon Miller.
Number 17,
So Raptors will inbound, or Charlotte will inbound in the Raptor front court, right side, far wing. Miller to do the honors. X down. They get it into Martin, guarded by Barrett. Martin up top. Finds Bridges, deep, 3 in the air, good. 113-110, Miles Bridges carrying the load again. He's the bell cow tonight, 43 points. Raptors up top. Scotty fouled by Bridges.
I'll tell you this much. Bridges 43 has been cool.
Yeah.
It's been really cool. Even on this last three that he knocked down, RJ gets caught late and goes under the screen. I believe it was Richards that set the screen. But on a guy this hot, you got to find a way over the screens and now force him back to curl to the bucket, right? And then just hope that your big man is in position to help you.
Scotty free throws short. First one he's missed tonight. He was 4 of 4 before that. 113-110 Charlotte, 4:33 to go. Second one crawls over the front rim. So it's a 2-point Charlotte lead, 4.5 minutes to go. Martin, front court, on the bounce. Gets it to Nick Smith Jr. Back to Bridges, on Barnes. Backs out on the dribble, calls for the screen. Raptors double team him. Bridges down to the corner, the jumper no good, rebound Barrett. Outlet Schroeder. Front court, Schroeder on the drive, finds Barnes up top. RJ gonna drive, kick it out, Barnes. Schroeder three, no good. Rebound knocked away, Pirtle has it. Gets it to Quickly. On the dribble, near side, Quickly. Cross court, Scotty. Got to drive, get to the hoop, lay it up and in. Game tied at 113. 3:40 to go. Martin, far side. To Richards. On the bounce now, gets it to Bridges, drives, leans on Pirtle, floats it up and in.
Well, Quickly did a good job forcing him to pitch it at the three-point line, but Bridges, smart score, savvy score, takes away the body of Pirtle, just lays it up.
Scotty up top, tries to pass it to Pirtle and it's picked off. Martin back, 3 minutes to go, down the stretch we come, 115-113 Charlotte. On the bounce, Martin works near side. Gets it to Bridges. Into the corner to Miller. Close out by Barrett. Miller backs down. Turns, tough, jumper. No good, rebound Quickly. Here comes Toronto front court. Schroeder. On the dribble. To Barrett. RJ, corner three, got it. Down the bottom of the well for Rowan Barrett Jr. 116-115 Toronto.
Some guys are made for big plays.
Don't be afraid of the spotlight. Miller up top. Finds Bridges. Three straight away, short. Rebound Barrett. Outlet. Schroeder gets it to Barnes. Scotty drive. Kicks it to RJ. RJ out. Swing it quickly. Floater in the lane. Got it. 118-115. Toronto by 3. 2 minutes to go.
Great ball movement. RJ could have forced the issue. He kicks it out off of the baseline. You get the extra pass. And what I like, on Quickly's attack, you have Pirtle setting the screen and creating the space on Nick Richards, for Quickly to get to the rim and attack and get you to 2 points. Great job. It's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but a big-time play by Pirtle. Great finish by Quickly.
Let's take a break. 2 minutes to go. 118-115 Toronto. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At LG Home Comfort, we make comfortable affordable. In addition to great deals on heat pumps, furnaces, ACs, water heaters, softeners, and purifiers, LG Home Comfort is Canadian-owned and operated and focuses on exceptional service with expert installation by our trained technicians. LG Home Comfort will make sure you cash in on every rebate and finance option you're eligible for. Call us today to book a free in-home consultation or visit lghomecomfort.ca.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2-for-1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium one-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
The job market isn't changing. It's already changed. New technologies are creating new jobs and eliminating others. How can you prepare for this new world of work? With the York University School of Continuing Studies program. Our programs are developed with industry experts and enable you to upskill and reskill quickly. You'll also gain access to our career services to help pursue your ambitions. Get hired in fields like accounting, big data, cybersecurity, digital marketing.
There's no better way to try.
15, 118, 115. Toronto with the lead. Charlotte out of the timeout. Misses the jumper. Back comes quickly. Throws it up in the lane. No good, but tipped up and in by Pirtle. 120, 115. Toronto, minute 25 to go.
That's the force you need quickly to play with. He gets to the basket, right, puts the ball on the rim. Now you have the big out of position. Good tipping by Pirtle.
Down the lane. Charlotte misses, but Bridges gets it back. Drive, floats it up, blocked by Pirtle. Schroeder runs it front court on the far side. 1 minute to go. Toronto with a 120, 115 lead. Quickly holds the ball under his arm. Gets the switch. Barnes with the screen. Now they kick it to Scotty. Deep three in the air, no good. Shot clock violation. Scotty held the ball, pumping, and the shot clock was running down. He's got to catch and fire that one, Javon.
That's what the ball can't stick, right? And he catches that one, that he's got to make a decision, whether it's to shoot it, pass it, move it, or get into an action really quick.
Charlotte back. Martin underneath. Up top, Bridges, three, no good. Long rebound, Toronto. Timeout, Darko. 120, 115, foul on Charlotte. No timeout, Toronto. 120, 115. Schroeder will go to the line for two. A sparse gathering of Raptor fans chanting, "Let's go Raptors." Schroeder knocks down the first one.
Sparse but loud.
Yeah, you can hear him now. 121, 115 Toronto. Schroeder, second one in the air, good. 7-point Toronto lead, 29.9 to go. Boy, some real resiliency from the Raptors, Javon.
Big time.
They were down big in this ball game to start. Charlotte put them on the mat and had a lead of 15, but Toronto just kept fighting and clawing back.
Yeah, Charlotte really didn't close this thing out when they had opportunity to. And I thought what the Raptors did well, especially in the fourth quarter, they slowed things down on the offensive end. And you could actually see them running sets. You could actually see them working through their offense. And obviously you're playing against, Charlotte team, which is the 30th ranked defense in the league. They're going to, crumble themselves. And, we've seen a number of those actions where you're pitching behind to RJ, getting to his left hand, that multiple action where you have the stagger on the left side of the floor and the two-man game between Pirtle and RJ. And he got some good things out of that. And, a big help as well is Emmanuel Quickly. When he plays with force in his, in his actions coming off screens and, playing the two-man game in the pick and roll, and he's coming off looking to score, it makes so much more of a difference. Early in the game, the first half, he was getting by his defender and then almost stopping in no man's land. And now you allow your defense to set back up and get matched back up, and that became costly. RJ with a big game himself, 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he made a big-time three in the right corner, made a big-time play on the left baseline, which led to a Quickly bucket.
Charlotte ball trailing 122, 115, 29.9 seconds to go. Miller up top, and he's fouled by Schroeder. Raptors had the foul to give. They take it. 28 seconds. Raptors with a 7-point lead. Let's see if they can hang on and end the road trip on a positive note. Front court, Charlotte. Get it to Miller. Up top, finds Richards in the lane, misses the dunk, but they got the foul on Barrett. RJ, elbows bent, palms skyward at shoulder level, saying where? Richards flying in. I did not think there was significant contact there. And they got the foul on RJ Barrett. Wow.
I mean, Nick Richards at 7 foot, he's got to punch that. 7 foot, 260.
The challenge really on the floor of a foul on RJ Barrett.
I think the officials were more surprised that he actually missed it.
Yeah.
And were in disbelief. He couldn't possibly miss it without a foul. You know, I know RJ got that hand really mildly, really subtly on that hip. But I don't know if that was enough contact to cause a missed basket here.
I don't think so. I mean, not with the force with which Richards was coming.
Well, just looking at it again on the monitor, you could.
It didn't move him.
It didn't move him, but if you look at the actual ball in his hands, he was losing the ball as he was trying to come down to the rim. A little too soft with it. And he knows it, right? The frustration on his face doesn't say foul.
Yeah.
The frustration says,
I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe I missed that. I should have made that. Should have been 2 points.
Well, they're under the hood still reviewing it. .2 seconds to go. 122-115. Raptors leading by 7. And as I said, it would be a terrific way to end the road trip if you're the Toronto Raptors.
After review, the contact to the hip is deemed to have caused the offense player not to be able to continue to rise and dunk the ball. Therefore, it's an unsuccessful challenge. We'll shoot 2. The game clock will be reset to 22.8, and we'll continue from there.
Rise. I don't know what more rise Nick Richards need there. He was above the rim. His elbows were above the rim.
RJ looking at Nick Richards and didn't say a word. He just looked at him and tilted his head to the side and looked at him and laughed. Like, really?
He looked at Miles Bridges as well, and both of them kind of chuckled like, are we serious?
Richards free throw good. 122-116. Raptors with the lead. 122-117. Second free throw good from Richards. Quickly gets it into Schroeder. They trap him and foul him. Ooh.
Close.
Yeah, Dennis handling that thing like a football. Could they have got him on a double dribble, a discontinued dribble there, Javon? I don't know, but.
Well, the danger to it as well is that double team was coming, but he
right
also
in the corner.
pinned himself in the corner between the baseline and the sideline. So now you have 4 defenders.
You know, it's kind of like no matter what level you say, don't get the ball in that corner. It's just like you always seem to get it there, right? Don't stop over center, right? Because you got the box there when you're double teamed. Schroeder, free throw good. It's been a big night for Schroeder off the bench. 16 on 4 of 9, but 3 of 6 from distance. Misses the second one. 123-117. Bridges, front court. 3-ball, far side, no good. Richards with the rebound, that's going to do it. Miller, 3, no good. Rebound, Barnes. Toronto's going to get a win. Scotty walks it over midcourt, and the Raptors end the road trip with a win in Charlotte. A hard-fought, come-from-behind win. They were down as many as 15, but scraped and clawed back to put a notch in the left-hand column. It's a final from the Spectrum Center. Toronto 123, Charlotte 117.
Yeah, gutsy win for the Raptors just because they stuck with it, right? Had every reason early with that 15-point lead to bow out. And I thought in the second half they played so much better. Obviously, Bridges had a good game himself with 45 points, but Dennis Schroeder came in the second half and really turned this game around defensively. I thought Emmanuel quickly got a bit more aggressive in what you need from him. RJ made some big time plays down the stretch. Scotty Barnes, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for him. And Pirtle just finishing around the basket like he usually does. And, the energy that the team played with, especially in the fourth quarter, is really where they won this game. And that's the difference maker. Collective effort, collective fight. And, this is one of I mentioned it to you earlier, this is the wild card game, and you just want to get through this one. So to see this team fight the way they did in this game, when tomorrow you wake up at 3 p.m., you don't know who's going to be here,
yep.
Right? So this is a tough one for your coaching staff. It's a tough one for the players, but obviously it's a business, and to see them, truck along the way they did, tip my hat.
Well, the Raptors get the win, and it'll make that plane ride home and prep for Friday night a little bit easier. 123-117 is the final. Thank you for letting us ride with you and hang out tonight and tell you about a Raptor win. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next in the postgame. This has been Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Good night from Toronto.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Ron is a teacher helping bright minds, but this time he needed help. Alpine Credit sent a cosmic superhero with a debt consolidation loan. She conjured a magic book, Debt Consolidation 101. Lesson 1, consolidate debt into one low monthly payment. Lesson 2, nothing. It's a short book. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Boston Pizza lives for the big moments. Whether the season is just starting or coming to an epic end, from nerve-wracking ninth innings to OT winners, playoff buzzer beaters to Hail Mary miracles, BP is the best place to watch the game if you can't be at the game. Great food, ice-cold Sub-Zero Coors Light, and friends. And the best part, season seats are free. Grab your crew and cheer on the good guys at Canada's favorite sports bar, Boston Pizza. Gather round. Must be legal drinking age. Please drink responsibly.
Nobody goes on vacation for the moments that are just okay. That's why Sunwing vacationers go all in like it's a buffet of fun. Whether you're skimming the treetops like Tarzan's long-lost twin, or deep-end swimming with your flippers and fins. Or maybe you're just perfecting the art of doing absolutely nothing. Whatever vacationer you are, with Sunwing, you save more so you can do more. Book with your local travel agent. Or
this is Raptors Game Night on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
Scotty walks it over midcourt, and the Raptors end the road trip with a win in Charlotte. A hard-fought, come-from-behind win. They were down as many as 15, but scraped and clawed back to put a notch in the left-hand column. It's a final from the Spectrum Center. Toronto 123, Charlotte 117.
Jonesy with the final call as the Raptors go to 2-4 in the 6-game road trip. Welcome to Raptors Game Night, the post-game show. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg, and Javon Shepard, nice enough to hang around. Javon, they stuck with it, didn't they?
They did, right? And they really fought in the second half of this game here. And I thought it was impressive because you have every reason just to relax and, let this game pass by and figure out what's going to happen. Where am I going to be tomorrow? What jersey am I going to be wearing? And to see these guys come out and play the way they did, I thought that said a lot about their character. Dennis Schroeder was impressive to me because he blew up a lot of Charlotte's plays, picking up the ball full court, but also, more importantly, just defending pick and rolls, defending screens, getting over those screens, not dying on screens. And I think he set the tone for this group. Bridges had himself a good game, but I also think at a certain point, they start to take away his space. They got into Brandon Miller's space and took that away. And then on the offensive side, the Raptors really just slowed down everything that they were doing, and they actually ran some sets, right? had RJ. We've seen it a couple times, a pitch behind where he's getting to his left hand, that 5-out offense, almost like a secondary breaks, so to say. And then, a couple times we've seen some staggers on the left side of the floor in a two-man game between Pirtle and RJ, and some good things happen there. So I really thought it was a team effort in the end, and just to see the team play with this energy in this sort of game, which is a complete wild card, and everybody's probably trying to figure out what is next. What does this look like tomorrow? It said a lot about the group.
Yeah, I think Charlotte did a good job early on attacking Pirtle, making him, move his feet quite a bit. Charlotte won the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, 15-11. They forced Coach Darko to go ahead and call a timeout, and Miles Bridges and Cody Martin, had their way. Bridges had 21 in that third quarter, and you saw a lot of gambling, a lot of miscommunication by the Raptors defensively, but the one thing I liked about this game in particular is just the fact that the Raptors, despite all those things, hung around, and they hung around long enough to do what's happened to them quite a bit in the season, is that they've played well. Charlotte played well. You got to give them credit, especially Miles Bridges. He had 45 points in this game. So, but the Raptors did enough to hang around, and then with about 7 minutes left in that fourth quarter, RJ really picked things up on the defensive end. Same thing with Schroeder. They had a 32-point fourth quarter, offensively executing and then holding Charlotte defensively. So they did enough to go ahead and outlast the team. And we've seen the Raptors be the recipient of that. We've seen them play well for 3 quarters and then lose the game in the fourth. And tonight they were on the other end of that because, Charlotte outplayed them. They outscored them. And then in that fourth quarter, they turned it on as a group, and they played really well.
Yeah, it was nice to see to close out what's been an otherwise tough trip, I would say, and going in obviously to the trade deadline tomorrow. A lot of talk going into this game about the distraction that's been hanging over their heads of late, and certainly the case tonight. And it looked like that was the case for most of the night. But considering one of the issues on this trip has been closing out games, this was encouraging. Of course, that cost them the game in Atlanta, closing out the game, cost them the game in OKC. But, yeah, to me, this was a tale of 2 different approaches in the fourth quarter. Charlotte was leaning on one player to bail them out, and granted, that player finished with 45 points. But Miles Bridges eventually kind of got cold in there the fourth quarter, and there were no answers outside of give the ball to Bridges and hope for the best. Whereas the Raptors, as Javon mentioned, it was a total team effort in the fourth. A lot to like there, whether it was RJ Barrett offensively and even defensively, as Warren mentioned. Although it was tough through the first 3 quarters, he really dug in on Bridges there. Of course, scored 8 of his 23 points in the fourth quarter. Pirtle, I thought, was excellent down the stretch. Some key offensive rebounds, a few big buckets. Emmanuel Quickly, even Scotty Barnes making some plays down the stretch. So, yeah, the fact that they were able to pull this out, granted, a much lower degree of difficulty level of competition than some of the teams they saw earlier on the trip, but a win's a win's a win, and they've been hard to come by lately. This is only the 3rd win in the last 15 games. So, yeah, they'll take it.
Josh, one thing there to you, we've all mentioned that it was a team effort, and there was one play that sticks out in my mind, and it was R.J. Barrett, on the left side of the floor, attacks the baseline, and he could have forced up a layup because he was going and clicking at that point, but he swings it out to the weak side baseline, an extra pass, and you have Quickly that ends up with the basketball. He drives down the center of the key, and Pirtle, you mentioned Pirtle doing a lot of the intangibles and having himself a good game, sets a screen, pins Nick Richards under the basket to open up that lane for Quickly to get the easy basket. And, those little things where you have the extra pass, you have a guy that's not going to score, but he's making a selfless play and just making sure his teammate has a clear path to the basket. Those are energizing plays, because what happens now, you're motivated on it. You're telling your teammate, great screen, great pass, great finish. You get back on the other end, and now everybody's a bit more motivated and energized on the defensive side. So just little things always make the big difference in games.
So what would we call that? Supportive basketball? Because I'm thinking of a play Schroeder from the corner with a bad three, and Pirtle raced out to the top of the key to get the rebound to keep that play alive. I mean, they really played for each other, didn't they?
They played for each other. They played with hustle. And it's funny because, Josh, you mentioned a couple of the games against OKC, against Atlanta, where, this team lost the game down the stretch. And you've seen the value in those games. You've seen the value in those losses, so to say, tonight, where, you got back to the drawing board, you learned, you apply some of the things. But more importantly, like, you gut out a win. Like, you will yourself to a victory. Obviously, Charlotte's not the best team, but they had it going. And, to see that sort of energy with this team was what you wanted to see, the response that you want to see.
Warren, what do you think?